Yes, Nolan. Okay, I got it, Nolan. Sorry, I had to say Bruce. I had to say Bruce. So we have Bruce with us here today. No, what happened to Bruce? Bruce is not to be seen. देखते हैं क्या होता है, ठीक है? Oh, Bruce is here. All right. Krishna, you are left to turn once more. Yeah, that's fine. That's great.
Is my camera okay?
Yes, perfect. Perfect, Preeti. And I said that if you want to ask something, just raise your hand up and we will take you turn by turn. Okay? So, Krishna, again, you are not in sync with us. I think you have to do once more. Earlier you had done properly. That's fine. That's great. Great. So, welcome to Secrets of Living a Full Life. And yes, audience, we have come live on Tuesday this time because of some sort of technical issues. Otherwise, from next week onwards, we will be coming live every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So, this is Vijay Tushar, Leadership Development Catalyst here with Secrets of Living a Full Life. So, when you're talking about a full life, it means a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. Would you like to be fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving? How many of you agree with me? Say I.
I.
Yeah. Then I can't see your hands. I want these hands here. We are not belonging to any political party per se, but this is just because I always wanted this kind of a scene. Kirti, I will need your hand here. Yes, yes, yes. I. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. So today the topic is very interesting. It is called less is more. Less is more. What comes to your mind when I say less is more? Yes, sure.
Ma'am, can you repeat what you said?
I said today we're having an interesting topic which is called less is more.
Wait.
You want to say something, Shuk?
Oh,
He's
ma'am.
thinking about it. Yes. Anybody wants to say what? Yes, Kirti.
Explain something in a short way.
Yes, that could be the meaning. That could be the meaning. Less is more. It's a very simple thing, ना? इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है? Less is more. कम ज़्यादा है. You'll say it's antithesis. Figure of speech. How is less more? Usha? You can unmute yourself and speak.
Yes. When we speak or whatever do, if we use the minimum words, then that are impactful.
Yeah. Why is minimal words impactful?
Because audience, if we go long, audience attention will lost.
That could be there. What else?
This is
When
that
you
you can
give
convey
less, when you give less, there is more focus.
valuable.
Valuable, yes, many things are also valuable. No? Instead of one diamond, if you get two diamond, it is more valuable, right? But when you speak less, what happens is your entire focus will be on what you are telling. So that clarity is there. But when you keep on talking a number of things and you ramble along, that's called as long winding. When you ramble along, the gist of the whatever message you want to give goes away. And too many things, then people say, I don't want to. Right? So something is very minimal. That means there is complete focus. So whatever you want to say, you can say in less words, and the person listening to it will be able to take everything. That is why we say less is more. And this was also devised, this concept came into art and architecture, I think in somewhere in 1960s. And this was coined just because they wanted to have more clarity, and the philosophy that they wanted to propagate was called as the minimalistic theory. Anybody's heard about the minimalistic theory? That is, you need to have less. How much you need, that much only you should keep. Do not hoard things. मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें मत रखो, जितना चाहिए उतना ही रखो, ताकि उसको तुम अच्छी तरह से अटेंड करो. Correct? So less is more is a concept. Yes, Usha, you have a question. My voice is low. Okay, let me just check. Okay, yes. The volume is. Can you hear me now clearly? Yeah, very good. Okay. So the concept is minimalism. That is, how do you make the best use of minimum things? Like lot of details when they're there. How many of you feel bogged down when there are a lot of details you have to think about? इसमें ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है. For example, Mo, can you give me that clock, please? That clock that we have made. So, you know, you have these small, small bits of things where you can get it together and you make something out of it. Yeah, that clock which Mo has made. The paper clock with the windings. It is there, just move it, na? You'll be able to find. Yeah, just bring it here. So look at this. This is a very complex thing, right? Now this, each of this, like each part of this, if you will see, this is one part. Okay. Each part of this was put into a box, and you know, the entire pieces were different. So this might be more than around 100 or 200 pieces. Okay. And then to take it out and then to configure it in such a way, it really is a lot of detail, na? मेरा तो दिमाग का दही हो जाता है. Right? But those people who are used to, you know, a lot of detailing work, like artists, painters, etc., they will find it very intriguing because it's very complex. And to have the patience to remove one by one things, it's very challenging for them. But this is not something that I would enjoy, right? And some may not. So the theory is have simple things, maybe 4 or 5 pieces, and just fix it, right? But then if you want to make something very different, then the details come into it. So we are not, what do you say, having a dialogue here with respect to creating masterpieces. Okay, so less is more means if you think in terms of your thoughts. अगर बहुत सारे thoughts है, I think Puneet can resonate to this. बहुत सारे thoughts. कितना stress होता है. Now, see the logic behind this. Every thought has a frequency. It's energy, no? Right? So if you have 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts in your head, imagine the kind of energy that your brain has had. Right? So what happens is it gets pressurized by trying to focus on each and every thought. However, the human brain is only capable of focusing on maximum 40 or 50 thoughts. And out of that 40 or 50 thoughts, how much do we actually perform on? We only take action on hardly 10 thoughts. तो ये 60,000, 70,000 का क्या करने का? फालतू है ना? है कि नहीं? For example, let's say this was made of glass. Okay, and I kept it at the edge of the table. And by chance, this just fell down. I have so many thoughts in my head. What were the thoughts that come to your mind? Neera, good morning. What would be the thoughts that would come to your mind? You're muted.
How to catch it?
How to catch it? अगर टूट गया तो क्या होगा? टूट गया और कांच निकला तो कांच मेरे पैर पे लगा तो क्या होगा? कांच किसी और के पैर पे लगा तो क्या होगा? What will happen if I start bleeding and then the bleeding doesn't stop and then I go to the doctor and the doctor tells to stitch, then I'll get a stitch, then what I will do? Isn't it? There are a number of things that comes to my head. So I want you to think about situations where you start overthinking. Conscious situations where you may not do this always, but sometimes you do, specifically with respect to certain things. So let's just check. What are the situations in which you start overthinking? Thoughts and thoughts, thoughts and thoughts, thoughts and thoughts. Anybody?
When it comes to a question of my value, maybe that's when we start overthinking. At least
Question of your value.
value. As
That
in,
is,
if I'm not feeling important, if the person might be busy, but he is not replying on time,
ah,
that he's not giving me my importance or he's not giving me value. That's when.
this is a very, very good thing and many people have problems with this. मैंने फोन पे मैसेज किया था 9:12 आज बज गए अभी बज गए 2:12 अभी तक उसका रिप्लाई नहीं हुआ इतना कैसा बिजी हो सकता है वो हमेशा ऐसा ही करता है मुझे जवाब ही नहीं देता मेरे समय का तो क्या कोई वैल्यू नहीं है यू जस्ट गो ऑन एंड ऑन एंड ऑन एंड ऑन एंड ऑन इफ यू जस्ट पुट इट ठीक है ही इज बिजी जब वो फ्री होगा जरूर कॉल करेगा मुझे जस्ट वन लाइन which is better to go into a plethora of thoughts or to just seal that question with one thought. What's better?
One thought.
One thought, right? Unnecessary tension, nahi lena hai. For example, if we are meeting in a mall, okay, I and you, and you're coming from front, and you just wave your hand like this, and I'm just going like this, as if I have not even seen you. What will you think? रे मैडम का एटीट्यूड तो देखो she knows me I have been here with PD1 PD2 PSC1 PSC2 and she's showing us that she doesn't remember me she doesn't even look at me and those who know me well knows that I must have been lost in preparing for tomorrow's session so I will look through you correct so you will come and you will hold my hand and say madam I am Nirav here please listen to me and then I'll say yes so that keeps you at an empowered position it keeps me at an empowered position is it possible for us to give the other person the benefit of the doubt and not strain our mind by everything right this is one action that you will have to start implementing from this session. Can I give the benefit of the doubt to the other person? It's very simple. You're just keeping that person and yourself empowered. You're giving that person respect and yourself respect. You're sending positive energies and remaining positive. Okay? Because that negative energy, if you keep on thinking negatively about yourself or for others, like for example, all my clients pay up on time. All my clients value my product. So if I think like this, that is what is going to happen. And it makes me feel good, it makes my client feel good, and it makes my client feel that I respect them as well. Correct? So the benefits of less is more. ज्यादा नहीं सोचने का सब हो जाएगा राइट ज्यादा नहीं सोचने का सब हो जाएगा करेक्ट सो नाउ लेट मी एक्सप्लेन दिस अ लिटिल मोर yeah can you all see this yeah guys is the presentation clear
Yes.
okay so it's 110th live that we have got now do you get this number probably he checked out okay so less is more now it is in human nature to want more out of life. You want more out of life. ये दिल मांगे more. ये product के साथ ये free. Like we're conditioned to think about getting the maximum value out of whatever we put our energy into, right? So it's human nature to want more out of life. And if we want something badly enough, we will make a change to get it. In our pursuit of happiness and fulfillment, wanting something better often results in gaining more. मुझे ये भी चाहिए, मुझे ये भी चाहिए, मुझे ये भी चाहिए. Today only I did that. I wanted to buy one gift for my friend. I ended up buying two. Because you want to give more, no? You want to give more. Right? Or I could have just taken one classy piece. Right? So we are conditioned to think like, मुझे ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए, इसके साथ ये भी free मिलना चाहिए. Because society has made it such that the maximum we can take from somebody, that means you're getting value for your money. It's not that. Even in one session, you can get the entire lifetime's learnings. And that is more than enough. Okay? So, in our pursuit to happiness and fulfillment, wanting something better often results in gaining something more. And that can equate to more stuff. So, one step was happening. Mohak, this presenting screen is not happening. Presenter view.
Present, top right.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, okay, great. So, yeah. Now, why this works? Why the concept of less is more works? Because it is simple and there is more clarity. Simplicity can be more effective because it reduces clutter and distractions. That means you are taking the focus of the person you want to give the message to just the message and not to the peripherals. Krishna, you might think that, when you do presentation also, if you have seen how the food is presented in the hotels, they will keep your focus on the main thing and the side peripherals in such a way that the entire plate is not covered. Okay, so it improves the focus. When I say less is more, it improves focus. Making things easier to understand and appreciate, it can also lead to greater clarity and focus. So simplicity, clarity, and focus are the fundamentals of less is more. Allowing for deeper appreciation of the essential elements. जो है उसके ऊपर focus करना, main चीज पे. Less is more can also be about making choices more easily. So the intention of doing this session is to help you to reduce the clutter in your mind and maybe in your homes as well, and to focus on what is required and to clean the unnecessary things that we put our focus on. So reducing the number of options. I remember a time when I'd gone to US, and in US you have a lot of options for everything. You go to make for example, a sandwich. Then they'll say Subway. Everybody orders Subway, right? How many of you have been worked out by the options available in Subway? Right? अरे कुछ भी दे दे यार भूख लगी है. But at certain times we also like to take those options, right? But then the focus goes into like, ये भी आना चाहिए, ये भी आना चाहिए, ये भी आना चाहिए, ये भी आना चाहिए. And then you're literally lost with the taste. You get the tanginess and you get the spiciness, and what is the actual taste that just goes. Right? So this is how having lesser options leads to clarity and saves time. Now look at this. What if I clear my life's clutter to make room for what really matters? So there are so many things that we have. And don't you think that in life also we carry an excess baggage? 10 साल पहले तुमने मुझसे ऐसे बोला था, that's one baggage. 2 साल पहले तुम मुझे अपने बर्थडे पे इनवाइट नहीं किए थे. Isn't that a baggage? So I want you to just think about what are those baggages that you are carrying with you. The second question. What are those baggages from the past that you are carrying with you? You can just make a note of it in your book. Bruce, you can share through your voice. Huh? Nirav, again we lost you.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're there, but can't be seen.
What are those baggages from the past that they are?
That you are carrying. If you can share at least one thing. Each person can share at least one thing. Write down all the baggages from the past that you're carrying. And if anybody wishes to, can share.
I can share.
Yes.
When I was around 5 to 6 years, my father had put me in a place where Rohit Sharma used to practice.
Oh,
So I play really good cricket, and at that time they had sent me for coaching, cricket coaching at 5 to 6 years.
wow, super.
And I ran from there from the second or third day because they made me do lots of exercises. There was no cricket, there was no ball, there was no bat, only exercises.
Huh.
And the irony of life is, like, as years pass, now I'm all I do is I exercise. But sometimes when I'm sitting or I'm playing cricket, people appreciate the game. They tell us, "यार तू बहुत अच्छा खेलता है." I go back to those years and I feel, यार 5 साल 6 साल में खेल लिया होता, तभी थोड़ा कर लिया होता, तो आज पूरा कहानी अलग ही होता. I would have been a cricketer or something like. तो वो regret हमेशा आता है कि मैं पापा को भी चिल्लाता हूँ कि क्यों आपने फोर्स नहीं किया था, 2 चमाट मार के 2 लाफा मार के मुझे भेजना था ना.
हाँ,
आज इतना अच्छा खेलता हूँ, तभी प्रैक्टिस किया होता तो कुछ और ही होता.
ठीक है. So my question is to the T. Okay, from what he said. क्या ये रिग्रेट से उसे कुछ फायदा मिलेगा?
No.
No.
शुभ को लगता है फायदा मिलेगा? You can't go back to the past and change it, na?
Hmm.
So what can we do about it now?
Less is more. Release.
Superb. Less is more. Why should I even waste part of my time thinking about what could have been in the past? Right? My time is being wasted. I might as well create another developmental plan of exercise for one of my clients. See, your energy is your resource. Yes, Usha has a question. Tell me, Usha.
I know that he can't go in the past and change anything, but I think he gets a lesson that
Ah.
sometimes others' advice could be rethink or give a chance.
But had he rethought at that time, that would have served him, no? अभी ये
No,
इतने
no,
साल
for
के
the
बाद
next anything in the life.
देखो, this will mean that he should punish himself for not having made the choice. And that's not correct. Because he was young, he did not know. So in Gita, there is a verse which says, whatever is happening for the best. So that's what we need to say. जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. Right? Now he is reflecting that I could have done this. But believe me, you could not have changed anything. Whatever happened was what was meant to be. वो नहीं था नसीब में उस समय पे, इसीलिए नहीं हुआ. So all the setbacks that are happening are actually setups for a better future. Look at one another and say that all the setbacks that are happening are the setups for a better future. You may write it down. All the setbacks that are happening are a setup for a better future. Right? So ये हुआ, इसीलिए इसमें से मैंने क्या सीखा है, Usha was rightly trying to say, we have to learn from what has happened, because there is no failure, there should not be any regret. ठीक है यार, मैं छोटा था, मुझे पता नहीं था, it's fine, it's fine, but there is no point in blaming your father saying that आपने जबरदस्ती मुझे करना चाहिए था, अभी आपको वैसा फीलिंग आ गया, right? But it would not have changed anything, because अगर वो होना था तो उसी समय पे हो जाता था, नहीं हुआ है, that means there is something else in store for you. So if you can make peace with the past, you will have very less in your mind. So you have a lot of energy within you to attract what you want according to your soul purpose. Okay. Bruce had a question. Yes, Bruce, you can answer. You can unmute and ask me. Bruce Serra.
Miss, I had a question. Like
Yes.
he wanted to reflect about his past, but like अगर उसके पापा ने like थोड़ा भी push किया होता, it would have happened ना.
It would have happened is what you're thinking now. It may also not have happened. Who knows? Who knows?
But wouldn't it be like a better option? Like दोनों, मतलब उसके मन जैसा होता तो उसे अच्छा लगता ना वैसे.
हाँ, जहाँ पे देखो, अगर अपने मन का हुआ तो अच्छा, और अगर अपने मन का नहीं हुआ तो और भी अच्छा. पूछो क्यों?
क्यों?
Bye.
क्यों?
क्योंकि जब अपने मन का नहीं होता है तो रब के मन का होता है.
भगवान का
भगवान ने कुछ तो डिसाइड किया होगा, you know, उनके लिए कुछ अच्छा किया होगा. He would not have been a gym owner now. 2-3 साल उसने दे दिया होगा क्रिकेट ट्रेनिंग. कुछ भी हो सकता है ना. We can construe a story around what would have happened, but that's not gonna help. So Bruce, it's not going to work that way by thinking, and what is the point in thinking about the past? Spilt milk is spilt milk. The maximum you can do is chup chup in the milk. Right? Yes. You can use the past just to reflect, because past is a history. Future is a mystery. And present is a present. It's a gift.
Today is a gift.
Today is a gift, yes. So, okay, I did that. Now, what is the lesson that can be learned for it from you?
I feel the lesson is only that we cannot change the past, so accept what it is and just reflect on what we have today and what we can make out of it.
Correct. But from this lesson that you did not make a choice then, you can in future think that if at all I'm given with an option, I will take more time to reflect, more time to think, ask few other people, and then take the decision.
Right.
Correct? Instead of running away from it.
Right.
So just look at the past, take the lessons, and leave the rest.
Right.
We go back to any other question? I think your Bruce, your question is answered, right? Okay, we go for.
Yes.
Okay. So now less is more. So the sorry. The idea of clearing the clutter away can be applied to both your business life and your personal life. Think about how much better your decisions are when your mind is clear. How much more productive you can be when your focus is straight as an arrow, because there is no physical or mental obstacles getting in the way. So when I had to take the injection in the knee, people told me, why don't you ask this one? Why don't you ask that one? Take a second opinion, do this, do that. I just talked to one person who I felt is in this field and asked him, I'm planning to do this. What do you think? And he said, I think you should go ahead for it. I just closed my eyes and I said, Jo hoga dekha jayega. Right? So less options, more clarity, more simplicity, more focus. So write this. Less options, more clarity, more simplicity, more focus.
Ma'am, can you repeat, please?
Yes. Less options, more clarity, more simplicity, more focus. And so when you were younger, you had this multiple choice questions. So one needs to be yes or no, right? So tick, 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 or cross tick, cross tick, cross tick. And then you have ABC. So your tension increases. Then you have ABCD. Then you have ABCDE. And then you have one in which say both options are okay or none of them might be correct. Correct? So every time you have to think more and more and more and more, that creates a lot of stress. So less is more is also a way of reducing stressors. Suppose you have a number of things that you can do with respect to a particular situation. Try to minimize the option. If you minimize the option, you have less stress. If you minimize the options, you will have less stress. Okay. So what does this all come to? Minimalists don't focus on having less. Rather, they focus on making room for more. That is, what is more here when you focus on less? You get more time, more passion, more experiences, more growth, more contribution, more contentment, more freedom. That's why we say less is more. Clearing the clutter from life's path helps us make that true. Minimalism is a thing that gets us past things so we can make room for life's important things, which actually aren't things at all. If you go to see, many times we give more value to things rather than people. And there is a story related to this where just a minute, coming to that. Stop sharing. Okay. So there is one story where we had a father who had brought a brand new Mercedes car. And, there was this little boy who was just trying to, do something in the front part. As the father came out and saw that this boy is trying to draw some chalk or something, and it will have scratches, he got so angry on that boy that he just took his hand and, hit it onto the car. And that boy's fingers got fractured. And as he realized once his anger subsided that the child is fractured, so the child said, I'm so sorry, Daddy, that I spoiled the beauty of your car. And this guy just started crying. And he took the child, bandaged his fingers, took it to the hospital. And, looking at the child's face, this man felt so bad. And he felt that, what did he do? So many times what happens is we give more importance to things rather than people. So can we shift our focus from things to people and give them more value? After I heard this story, whenever my sons would break anything, and I think it happened in front of you, I think Rita, you were present, when the big jar, it was such a beautiful jar that I loved it so much, and I brought it with so much of love. It just fell and broke. I just took a deep breath and I said, "Okay, what can I do?" And he immediately talked about kintsugi, the art of filling gold, in a broken pieces of a vase. And that's it. So after I listened to the story, I made sure that people are more valuable than things. I can get another vase, but I cannot get a broken heart fixed. Correct? I cannot get something. If I tell something, I can't get those words back, right? And that might hurt someone. And I'm so happy, Krishna, whatever we had between us, I cleared it. So that was also an attempt, not to harbor a lot of thoughts within me. So there was something with Krishna that I had, and I wanted to tell him, but I was thinking, feel bad, क्या करूं? तो ये secret मैं अपने दिल में 15 दिन तक लेके गई, and then I just couldn't bear it, and I just spoke, and I'm so happy and so relieved and so free that I shared it with him. So many times what happens is when there is more and more thoughts, overthinking happens, इधर ना पूरा वजन लेके हम घूमते हैं. So there is no freedom. So less is more also brings more freedom. You become free, you become light. You can enjoy the things in life. Okay. So now we go to the next part of the session on why we have chosen this topic of less is more, where each of you can share with us a 3-line story. And yes, it's a competition. So let's see who's gonna do well. As I said before, the content and the delivery and the presentation, all the 3 are important. It's only a 3-line story, but you're going to be judged on the basis of 3 parameters: content, presentation, and delivery. Yeah. So I will write the yes. Shiv, what's your problem?
Ma'am, can I use the flashcard
Of course,
to?
you can use the flashcard. Because it's your first time, I am allowing you. Otherwise, I hope others won't use it because you're all seasoned players now. Okay, I've given you the liberty today. Let me just. Can I have a paper and pen, please? Or will you put the scores? Okay, just a moment for me. Who wants to go first? Usha wants to go first. Oh, Kalpak, you are here. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much. So let me introduce you to one of my trainers and my product, and that is Kalpak Padia. He is in UK and he's joined us for this beautiful session, which is called Less is More. I think he's practicing that, isn't it, Kalpak?
Yeah, I joined in for a less time because I have to give more value.
He's been there for 15 minutes.
Is that so?
Camera reaction कर रहा है, तो एक ही नहीं रही है.
I saw the hearts and all, but I did not know. I thought it was Bruce who was sending me those hearts. Thank you, Beta. Love you.
Yeah, no.
So, yes. So these are the, so he's going to be the judge for today. And he's going to judge you on the basis of content, presentation, and delivery. So this is going to be a 3-line story competition. Yeah. So let's see who wants to go first. That is Usha. Second. Puneet is scared. Who wants to go second? Sure.
I'll try.
You can't try. Others will tell you why you can't try. Okay. Yes. Bruce is going to go second. Who's going to go third? Yeah, Puneet is going to go third. Usha, Shubh, Puneet. Kirti is going to go fourth.
Fifth.
Shubh wants to go fifth, so the second position is free. Krishna, I think you can go in the second position. No. Nirav.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nirav will go second. And then we have Akshara is not prepared. Akshara, that's a 0 mark. Think about it. Whatever will come to your mind, you can just think about it right now. and last we will have Bruce. Okay, and then Akshar. Fine. So we start with Usha. Yes, Usha. Let me just pin you. Yes.
Hi, everyone. Uh,
Hello.
just a story. Yeah. Disha, a feared woman, decides to transform her life. She takes admission in School of Confidence, and now imagine what? Now she trains people.
Wow.
That's it. Thank you.
That was superb. That was superb. And it was very simple. I think you practice lessons more. She just had to talk about herself.
It came yesterday when I was coming home from class. At that time only it strike.
Wonderful, wonderful, awesome. So I know Mohak, you're noting the. Oh, he's already given the score. Usha, it's 8 out of 10. So give her a round of applause. Fantastic.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
Ma'am, like I have made a three-liner poem type. So is it okay?
It is okay. See, your creativity is your own. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else.
Yeah,
Okay? Yeah. So who's second? Nirav. Yes, Nirav.
I took this from my school. Is it okay?
Don't tell me the source, it's up to you. I wanted something natural, but it's fine. If there's no natural, then there can be a copy as
I told my dog he was adopted. He packed a tiny bag and left. Now he runs a yoga retreat for cats.
well. Good one. It was a little too fast, I felt. Can you say it again, please?
I told my dog he was adopted. He packed a tiny bag and left. Now he runs a yoga retreat for cats.
Wonderful, wonderful. So he really turned his adversity into an opportunity. That's a very positive message. And I liked it. Yes, what's the score? Again, it's 8 out of 10. So awesome. Everyone will turn up because fantastic. Yes, who's third? Puneet, I think, right?
Yeah.
Where are you?
This
Just
is
a minute.
I'm
Just
here.
a minute. Just a minute. Puneet, I can't see you. Acha, just a minute.
I'm here.
You're there, I know, but I can't see you. That's how sometimes friends are.
Can anybody else see me?
Yes, I can see you now.
Okay, okay. Uh, when you told me that I have to speak on less is more, I was not aware that it was this short and it was this three line. I missed it, so I had prepared a little longer. I'll share what I had prepared. I'll try to make it short.
Okay, no problem.
So when I was thinking about less is more, what came to my mind was every one of us, each of us, are trying to do only two things in our life. One is external abundance and one is internal peace. So I feel in the external world, the more the better, more money, more skills, more knowledge, more network. But when it comes to the internal world, I feel the less attached we are to the external materials, and the less attached we are value and worth to the external things. That is how we'll get more of happiness, more of peace, more of satisfaction, and that is how I see less is more.
Wow, superb and bang on. So Kalpak, he did not get the time. Oh, you've already got the score. He did not get the time. He just came up on the spot and he was not very clear about what is a three-line story. But he just put two and two together. So you've got 8.5. That is awesome. Superb. The reality of life and a philosopher in the making. That is Puneet Shah, a gym owner and an awesome personality.
Thank you.
Superb, superb. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Yes, Kriti.
There is a little was the story.
रुको कृति एकदम clearly और आराम से बोलो.
A little bird story there is.
हाँ.
Was a little bird who always loved to sing, but the girl was rude and doesn't like bird singing. Once when she was sleeping, the bird was singing and she got disturbed. So she tied the bird's mouth. Next day, when she woke up, she saw that she was not able to speak or open her mouth. So she realized that the bird who she tied the knot would be suffering the same. So she opened her mouth and she was also able to speak after some time.
It is not a three-line story, but however, it is very meaningful. I don't know how many of you must have understood this, but it's got a very deep meaning. Any shares, please? Anybody who's understood? Or maybe I think Kalpak, you can say emotion. Oh, Bruce has raised his hand up. Yes, Bruce, tell me.
Yes, I think the girl understood that she should have not tied the mouth with a which, and it has a greater meaning to it that the bird kept on hold. Like it tried and tried, but it expected that कि हाँ हो जाएगा मेरे साथ अच्छा. It did not lose hope.
It did not lose hope. That's a different thing, but I think
Miss,
yes,
can I
it's
say-
yes. Krishna wants to say something. Then afterwards, I'll take it. Yeah, yeah,
I
Krishna.
think it's karma. Like she did to the bird, and the bird did the same thing to us. So what you sow, you reap.
As you saw,
Moral of
you.
the story is that
अरे वाह सुपर कीर्ति है ना सिक्सर मारती है कभी कभी
I was finding out in afternoon and I got the story.
very nice so you have a
I
kind
was-
of yeah
I
you
was
have a
trying
kind,
to make it short, but I
it
was
didn't
not
happen.
able
No
to.
problem. No problem. I could have made it shorter for you, but we'll do that later on.
Okay.
And Kriti, you have a kind of intelligence which you are not tapped into. So this was one display of your intelligence. Okay. However, we have to work on your speaking. You've got 7.9 out of 10. Kalpa, what is this? Your 0.9 and all. I think your teachers would give you half mark and all like that. But that's good enough, Kirti. Awesome. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
Nirav wanted to say something. Yes, Nirav?
Yeah, it was the same as Krishna. You get treated the same as you treat.
Correct. You get treated the same as you treat others. So if you want respect, treat others with respect. Yes. Who's next? Krishna.
I'm
no?
joining in just 2 minutes.
Okay.
Ma'am, I am the fifth one.
Okay. 1 minute, sure. I'll just bring you. Yeah.
So I'll start.
Yes.
A cracked heart still beats in tune. Even shadows dance with the moon. Broken things heal very soon.
I want to hear it again, but go slow.
Okay. A cracked heart still beats in tune. Even shadows dance with the moon. Broken things heal very soon.
Very nice. Very nice. I mean, it brought a lot of centeredness. And your score is 8.5, Shubh. Awesome. Super. It brought a sort of centeredness. तुम हो इतने छोटे पैकेट बड़ा धमाका कर दिया. Shubh, really very beautiful. And it was very soothing to hear as well and very deep in meaning. But what is the meaning that you understood of it?
So the meaning I understood that if the person's heart is broken, then he continues to do the things
One
normally.
second.
But
Shubh, your this signal went in between.
what?
हाँ, अभी आया. Signal बीच में गया था.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acha, okay. So the things I've understood from this poem are that when the person's heart is broken, he continues to do the things normally, but he stays in regret, but he's like he wants to come out of regret, but he isn't. And the word darkness in the poem defines the difficulties or the upside downs the person might have faced. And yeah, I'm done.
The last line, can you say that again?
Last line. Broken things heal soon. Okay. So this line conveys that the things heal as the time passes by.
Super, super. Really enjoyed it. Yes, I think now it's time for Bruce.
Yes,
Nirav,
miss.
Nirav has spoken, right? Yes, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yes, Bruce.
So there was a sign outside my house. Beware. I heard whispers in my empty house, growing louder and louder every night. One fine day, I finally screamed, "Who is there?" A deep voice growled back, "I am the darkness that haunts you." Turns out, it was my neighbor's Bluetooth speaker that had connected to my TV.
Awesome. So the imaginary fear that you have is what got conveyed, right? Am I correct, Bruce?
Yes.
Awesome. But I think it was more than 3 lines, right?
No, it was three-liner only, just slow. I said it little slow.
Okay, big lines. So that's 8.4 for you, Bruce. Awesome. Really nice. Akshara, have you come up with anything? And is there anybody remaining? Krishna's remaining. Okay. Let's take Krishna now. Just a minute. Yes.
Ma'am, this is not like my original story, but it's a story we have all heard once, but I'm just saying it in short. Once all the villagers thought that they will pray for rain. When they gathered for praying, only one boy came with an umbrella.
Yeah. Talks about faith. Because a child had the feeling, it is a child, it's just a small child who had come with an umbrella.
Yeah.
So he had a great faith, but others were still doubting. Awesome. So that's 8 out of 10. Awesome. Fantastic. Is there anybody else left? Akshara, anything coming to your mind? Oh, great. So Kalpak, Akshara is the future politician. And she has a lot of ideas in her head regards to change that can happen in India. So we see her as a future politician and we will be grateful that you remain connected to us because politicians say connection रखना बहुत अच्छा है. Yes, Akshara.
So this is actually my original story, what I have. I had to go under an operation when I was small, and it was like 4 5 months. It was basically I had to go on an eye operation. मतलब 3 4 months में eye operation, and then my mom had given me the courage to not lose faith, and even I was a bit scared. My mom told that तुम्हारे साथ भगवान है, वो कुछ नहीं होगा. That's it.
3 4 months में
नहीं मतलब 4 5
years.
Yeah. 5
हाँ, मैं वही सोचा 3 4 months में तुझे सब मालूम भी पड़ रहा है क्या?
3 4 months में मैं throat operation है.
अच्छा, but ये eyes operation was when you're 4 or 5 years.
5 years.
So that one sentence that your mother told
Yeah.
was what stayed with you and gave you the courage.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that one sentence is what is enough. भगवान तुम्हारे साथ है.
Because
I
I
think
was
that
scared to go inside. That's why.
you were.
ऑपरेशन थिएटर में जाने से डर लग रहा था मुझे, इसलिए उन्होंने दिलासा दिया कि कुछ नहीं होगा, से ऊपर से कर दो.
बट वो सबसे बड़ा मंत्रा है, भगवान तुम्हारे साथ है, तो तुम्हारे साथ क्या हो सकता है, राइट? अच्छा ही होगा. So it was superb and I am so thankful Kalpak for joining in. He is a student of psychology doing his mental health therapies from the UK, Queen Mary's University, and he is working at NHS. So Kalpak, can you just share about how do you think my students are? Of course, you were always jealous about them because you felt I gave more love to them. But yes, I would love your comments.
I'll just say, Akshara, you didn't tell her score. So Akshara got 8 out of 10. And I've given everyone around the same mark because I'll not give anyone above the 9 because I believe that there's always room for development and room to learn. So I leave that 1 mark away. But for the rest of you, all of you have spoken quite well. All of the things that you said had depth in them and they were not sort of just on the surface level. So that is why I've given all of you above 8. The only thing that is lacking, and I understand that you are new to this, and maybe all of you might not be natural speakers and everything, is something where you need to understand tonation, so the tone that you speak in, and where you need to put pressure. So, for example, when you're going towards the end of the story, you need to put in more pressure so that the meaning is easily put across rather than speaking the whole thing in the same tone. So, for example, no, not Krishna, Shubh had a very beautiful meaning, but he
Yeah.
sort of rushed through it. That's why we were not able to get that meaning. So, when you give the audience that pause for them to understand that, just like a joke, when a joke is said, you give the audience time to understand and laugh. If you just brush on to the next joke, the audience will not have time to understand what is happening. So it'll be too quick for people to understand. You know the story, so you have the meaning with you. But people don't have that. They're just listening for the first time. So that is one thing. Another thing would be to understand and truly believe in what you're saying. Because it's easily recognized if you do not believe in what you're saying. So when you speak something, make sure that you're going to speak something that you believe in. And yep, that's all the inputs that I have for your students.
Thank you so much, Kalpak. And to tell you that Shubh, this is the second class for Shubh. So it is like too much for him. So I feel that considering that he's really done a 9 out of 10, because it's just the second day. He just came yesterday and today is the second day. So considering that, it's a very good job. And yes, all of you have really done well. And now we come to the third part of the session where we are going to become better and better every day in every day. So I want each of you to say your affirmations. So I think, Kalpak, you know about affirmations. You have been practicing affirmations. So we will start with you, maybe your best 3 affirmations. Because you went through a challenge where you were and you came out of it. And in fact, it was a lot of serious deliberation with which you came out of the issues that you faced. So if you could share it for the benefit of the crowd, to be really nice.
So one of my affirmations or sort of life theories is that I want to be 1% better than I was yesterday. So focusing on being just 1% better tomorrow is something that I focus on. So that is number 1. Number 2 would be I have the best health that I possibly can. So that helps me keep my mind and body physically and mentally fit. So even though I might face challenges or anything, I have my body to rely on and my mind to rely on. So both of them, when they work together, they can help me navigate through every challenge that I face. And number 3 is I seek out challenges. So I love to be put in places where I don't know anything about. And I'm in a position where I have challenges all across me and I have to find the solution. I love to be put in such places. So when I am put in those places, I am able to remove the best version of myself. So I like to be in discomfort. So I
Wow.
like to be pushed out of my comfort zone every now and then.
Yes.
Yep.
So putting yourself out of your comfort zone is being in your effort zone. And let me take this opportunity to say publicly, Kalpak, I love you a lot and I respect you for how you have managed this. Your brother is dancing here. Listening to this comment from me for you, that I really respect the way that you have handled yourself and God's grace that you have not fallen ill at all, because you know how expensive medical treatment is outside India, right? So that's been a saver for me. And the way you pushed yourself and came out of all the challenges with those affirmations is really commendable. So this goes out to say to all my other students who are in US, UK, Australia, especially Nikhil Vasudevan, Ayan Gogari, and Maheshwari, Roshni Maheshwari, who are in UK, Australia, and US doing their masters. And I really have great respect for everybody who has gone outside India to do their education, because it's not easy to stay alone. You have to manage the finances, you have to take care of your health, you have to take care of whatever challenges come your way, and in an unknown country, right? So it's not easy, and I really respect you for what you have done. God bless you, and may you achieve all that you have desired, especially your adventure and your travel. And yes, taking me to the pyramids for a what do you say, the skydiving. So I'm going to do that. So thank you so much, Kalpa, for joining in. And yes, we will start with the next round. Who wants to go first with your affirmations? Every day in the morning, as soon as you get up, you go to the washroom, look into the mirror, look straight into your eyes and say those affirmations. And how you're going to do it, that is what I'm going to show it here. Who wants to go first? You can unmute it.
We can do the same sequence.
Any sequence, it's up to you. Yes, Bruce wants to go ahead. Yes, Bruce.
So 10 sentences that I say in the morning, like I'm the best, I can be better day by day. There's no limit for my dreams and thoughts. I always see myself as an icon. I think that I can get better day by day. And the best part is that dreams make success come true. Dreams is not what you see in sleep. It is a thing that does not make you sleep. And I want to be the best in coding field and all.
Don't say I want to be the best. And what you said earlier was a quote. So a quote is not an affirmation. Okay. So I
This
make
is
my
an
dreams come true.
affirmation for me only. So like
Yes.
morning, like this.
So if you say I make my dreams come true, it's an affirmation.
Okay.
Okay. And the last part was what? What is the last one that you said?
Last one was the I can be the best in like coding field.
Wait. Don't say I can be the best in the coding field. Say I am the best coder.
Okay.
So we have to say in the present continuous. All right.
Okay.
So everybody is ready. So I think I'll give chance to Akshara. Thank you, Bruce.
My affirmations are that I am the best. I am determined towards my work, whatever I do in future. I am able to.
One sec, I want to stop you here, because you have to say it with a feel. Yes, Bruce, you also have to say it with a feel. Like, I'm the best, I'm awesome, I'm fantastic, I'm simply superb. All my dreams come true. I'm loved and respected wherever I go. You know, you have to feel that. Oh, महसूस करना है. Yes.
Can I say again?
Yeah.
So my 3 affirmations are: I believe in myself. First, I am the best. Second, third is once I reject, I never look back. I never look back at what work I do.
No, that's not an affirmation. That's not an affirmation. I forget the past and move on.
Yeah.
Can be an affirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am determined. I want to make my parents proud. That
Again, want to be. I make my parents proud.
I
You will not put want, should. You will not put want, should, would, etc. You will not put want, should, would, etc. Okay. Thank you, Akshara. Yes. Yes, Usha. Acha, neither want to say. Usha, you can say.
May I?
Yeah.
I'm grateful to all that I have received in my life. I love, I like, and I accept myself as I am. I am worthy of getting everything I dream of. I am practicing trainings and counseling. I am traveling around the world. I, uh, I am I'm capable and I'm capable of getting everything.
That
I'm
identify.
strong and resilient enough to face all the challenges.
Super.
I'm ready to take charge of my life.
Super, super. Very nice. Very well said. This is called delivery. Like, you need to actually deliver in a way that you believe. So you saw all the belief in her eyes. Everything that she said came from her heart naturally. That's the way you have to tell the universe, and the universe will say Tatastu.
Thank you.
Very nice. Yes. Sure. Okay, sure.
Okay. The affirmations. I am the best. I learn new things easily. I am fearless. I don't lose, I win. And that's my job.
Don't word you will not use. You will never use don't the word in this. I always win. You don't use
Okay.
negative words in affirmation. Yeah. I always win. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Next. Kriti. Kriti, try to speak slowly and clearly. As clear as possible. आराम से बोलो, अच्छा बोल रहे हो आप.
I am the best. I am passionate. I am energetic. I am energetic. I am strong and focused. I am capable of achieving my goals. I am strong. I am confident. I am powerful. I am surrounded by love and support. I am open to new opportunities.
Wonderful. You have written more than what I have given. You've written on your own. Amazing. Awesome. Awesome. Super. Super. Yes. Who's going to go next?
Me.
Okay. Yes, Sarah.
I believe in my unique abilities and talents. I handle challenges with confidence. I'm proud of who I am and who I am becoming.
Very nice. Very nice. But Mira, it has to come with a little more. वो क्या बोलता है ना, कोला में थोड़ा फिसका होता. अच्छा था, affirmations अच्छा था, but कोला में थोड़ा फिसका. वो feel नहीं आया. वो feel आना चाहिए. Because that is the essence. The energy is the essence. Because if you don't have that energy, then universe को सुनाई नहीं देता. Universe only responds to the energy.
Right.
Energy is everything. Everything is energy. So वो energy चाहिए. It was like a dialogue, just a statement. That statement has to come with feel. See how Kriti also spoke very well. Usha also spoke very well. वो दिल से आ रहा. वो होना चाहिए.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Krishna.
I can do this. I am confident. I can find solutions to problems, and I'm a great chef.
वापस वो feel energy. I'm a great chef. I make mouth-watering dishes. People love the way I present my food. I curate cuisines from all over the world. It's dumb and dumb. और उसको feel के साथ, जैसे जब आप बोलते हो ना, आपको वो देखना है. जब आप देखते हो, like when I remember when Usha was saying that, I travel the places training and counseling. So her, ऐसा था. उसकी आंखों में वो ऑलरेडी वहां पहुंच गई थी. सो जब तक आप अपने आप को उस आइडेंटिटी में नहीं देखोगे, तब तक भगवान तथास्तु नहीं बोलेगा. सो कृष्णा, ट्राई वंस अगेन, and that feel.
I make very good dishes.
Nahin,
I
you
can
don't
do
tell
this.
me. This is telling. I don't want telling. It's decantation. Decantations means, saying with so much of purpose and, precision and passion. Purpose, precision, and passion. Say it with that. You love about food, right? I know you're passionate about food, but that passion is the universe is not able to see. You've made a lip smacking food, right? And उसके बाद में तुमको क्या feel हो गया? तो feel that feeling and then say.
I make very good food. I can do this. I'm confident.
थोड़ा हमको practice करना पड़ेगा. We'll do the practice later on. ठीक है, थोड़ा करना पड़ेगा. Feel को आना चाहिए, right? Yes. So yes, Usha, you wanted to say something?
I think if he sits with the straight spine, it may work.
Yeah, that's also true. Huh? When you're doing your maybe there's no place where you're muted. He's positioned in a way that he can't sit straight. That space is not there. So we will definitely remind me tomorrow, and I can help you to do that. Okay? Yes. So who's there now? Puneet. Yes.
I'm a visionary person who is changing the way
You
India.
will not fold your hands and sit. It's a wrong body language. Be open, you don't close the energy, be open. Yeah.
I'm a visionary person who is changing the way India thinks about fitness. I am a financially independent and capable person. I am an entrepreneur and I am known to multiply money. Having more money means I can help more people. I am earning more to add more value.
Yeah. So having more money means I can help more people. वैसा नहीं आना चाहिए. It should come that I am able to make more money to help more people.
I
But
am
there
able
was
to.
make more money to help more people.
Okay.
But the feel has to come. We will practice it later. It has to come with a feel. That's not the way it's said. So I'm inspiring 1 billion plus people all around the world. And I'm listed in the Forbes, as the 10 top inspirational speakers of the world. You have to see that picture of you. You have to feel that within yourself. Yeah, that's how affirmations are told. So this was a wonderful session. Thank you all for joining in and participating. Stay here for some time. I will just close the live. So audiences, those who have been there, please do put in a comment and keep watching us every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Today, there was some issue and that's why we had to come live on Tuesday. So otherwise, it will be every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. We'll be coming live on the topic, Secrets of Living a Full Life, a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. This is Vijay Tushar Leadership's Development Catalyst. Signing off for Shivratri. I win when you win. And yes, grow your leaders to grow your business. Stay blessed. Thank you. Bye-bye. Just stay here. I just stop the